Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good day everyone again. So the continuity from the first lesson video. So now we are going to focus on the process. Okay, in this lesson video, by the end of it, you should be able to explain the development process of pollen grain, which is the male gametophyte, and the formation of male gamete, as well the development of ovule, the embryo sac, female gametophyte, and formation of the female gametes. Okay, to highlight on this, okay, so let's focus on this outline infographic here. Okay, so every plant has this process called alternation of generation. Okay, they usually alternately form each other throughout its life cycle. So it's like continuous process, but they form one another. Okay, so for the development process of this gametophyte and gamete, so both male and female undergo the basic outline. So it start off, say the first one is sporophyte. Okay, so beginning from a sporophyte, for example the flower, okay, within each flower we have megaspore mother cell. So every megaspore mother cell, as we have discussed earlier, undergo meiosis, right? As a result, it will form 4 haploid daughter cell, right? From these 4 haploid daughter cell are called the spore, right? Male and female same. Sporophyte, which is the mother cell, undergo meiosis, forming haploid daughter cell. The daughter cell are known as the spores, and that's the next stage, right? So a spore are haploid daughter cell which continue to divide through mitosis. Okay, so by means of mitosis, eventually there comes the third stage of the life cycle, which is gametophyte. Okay, so gametophyte is the one responsible to divide again through mitosis, which will form the gametes. Okay, the gametes that are formed finally will undergo the final stage, which is fertilization, and through fertilization zygote is formed, which will develop into a new sporophyte, and the cycle will continue, right? Sorry about that. Right, so for male, okay, so we begin with the pollen mother cell as shown here. Okay, as we have defined, so they are diploid, so they will undergo meiosis. Okay, obviously meiosis happen twice, the first one and second one, and the final result are the tetrads. Okay, tetrads are a group of 4 microspores within each microsporocyte. Okay, so tetrads are made out of microspores. Okay, out of this tetrad, they will eventually separate, become free microspores. Okay, so each of these free microspores will undergo mitosis. Okay, from mitosis end up production of the gametophyte, which is the pollen grain, right? So within pollen grain are 2 resulting daughter nucleus, the generative and the tube nucleus. Okay, and then when after pollination, so a mature pollen grain will undergo mitosis, and the generative cell will form the 2 sperm nuclei, right? So mother cell, meiosis, forming spore, microspore developed by mitosis to form the pollen grain, which mature, forming generative and cell nucleus, and finally another round of mitosis, so that the generative cell will produce the gamete, which is the sperm cell. Okay, here is to show the female ovule, gametophyte and gamete formation. Okay, for the female, the basic outline is the same as I mentioned earlier in the lesson video. Okay, what differ between male and female start off here, where once the megaspore, 4 megaspores are formed through the meiosis. Okay, what happened is that only one of the spore, megaspore, are surviving. That means we'll continue for the next stage. Okay, shown here, the other 3 will degenerate, means gone, disappear. Okay, so this megaspore again undergo mitosis, same process, same stage. However, instead of 2 nucleus produced, every megaspore will end up with one female gametophyte, which is the embryo sac. However, there are 8 nucleus instead of 8 nuclei instead of 2. So the reason is, in this stage of mitosis, female plant will undergo 3 times the mitosis without cytokinesis. So that means the nucleus divide from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, and 4 to 8 without the cytoplasm actually divided. That's why they share the cytoplasm, but there are 8 nucleus.